friends. So this month we've been talking a lot about growing our self-esteem, feeling better about ourselves. So today I thought we would talk a little bit about living authentically, living our truth, and how that helps us grow our self-esteem. So, everybody wants to live a happy life, right? Who doesn't want to feel good about themselves? I don't know anybody who doesn't. And yet, we tend to live these lives that are full of self-doubt. We don't think we're capable. Sometimes we think, we wish we were walking a different path, all of those sorts of things. And the thing is that really living a happy life, being a happy person, is really about how we perceive ourselves and, how we perceive we fit in and that sort of thing. And in some ways, we can try and think ourselves happy, right? We can take action. We can be more honest about ourselves. We can look at our patterns of thinking. We can try to be more open to different changes that we could make. But we don't always do that. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. Some of the things that we could be doing. Self-knowledge is really one of the keys to living a happy life. And really that's about our truth, not about anybody else's truth, not about what anybody else is telling us we should be doing. It's about ourselves. Socrates said that the unexamined life is not worth living. And, I think what he means there is just that self-analysis, that self-reflection, that self-knowledge, all that understanding that we can get, it really helps us. Without it, we have no direction. We don't even know who we are. So how can we possibly be doing our best for ourselves, living our most fulfilled lives if we don't even know who we are? So we really need to take some time out to reflect and to help ourselves know ourselves better so that we can live more authentically. And by living more authentically, we can just be happier and get rid of some of those self-doubts because we're really living our own truth. So today I've got 5 steps to help you do that. But before we get into that, of course, I want to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I am Nancy Brooker. I am a relationship and stress coach. I help women who are stuck in a challenging relationship, whether that's with a spouse or partner, child, friend, coworker, whatever that might be, even your own bodies, and especially that relationship with ourselves, to just become more clear about what it is that's keeping us stuck, stopping us from moving forward, what's causing all that stress to build up, so that we can take action to bring more calm, more clarity, more joy, more connection into our lives, and just feel more joy, ease, and fun in all of our relationships. So let's get started. 5 things that we can do to live our truth. So number 1, we really need to get clear about, where we really want to be and where we want to go, how we want to be living our lives right now. And I think this is really hard. I'm not talking about what other people are expecting of you or that sort of thing. It's really where you want to be. And where does that come from? And remembering that you're in control. So a few things going on here. We really need to get connected to what's important to us. What do we really believe? What do we really value in our lives? There are a lot of different things we can value: freedom, security, family, friends, health. The list, can go on and on and on and on and on. There are a million different things that we can value. And everybody's different, and everybody has different priorities. And how do we determine where our priorities are and what we believe about our life? And where did these beliefs come from? Where did these values come from? And do they still really fit in to how we want to be right now? Where our goals are, how we would like to see ourselves. So really understanding our values and beliefs, getting clear about where we want to be, where we want to go, where we are right now. Be aware of ourselves. And we've talked about this before, how we react to other people, other environments, events, the world, whatever, everything around us. There are so many things that could be either triggering us or lifting us up or challenging us, whatever that is, and just getting clear about these things and Where does that come from? And how does that fit into what we believe and what we value? How are all of those things connected? And once we get clear, once we start to bring some clarity around those things, we can really understand why we're doing some of the things that we're doing, and maybe what we might want to do differently that would help us live more authentically and be happier with less doubt. We want to be able to set and maintain clear boundaries. This is another one we've talked about before. And if you want more information about boundaries, there's a whole series just on boundaries in there that I've done. And there's a freebie down below that you can, down below this video, that you can download to help you figure out what your boundaries are. And of course, boundaries are hard because a lot of times we think they have to fit into a certain, you can't go outside it. It has to be very firm. It has to be all encompassing in every area of our life. And it doesn't have to be that way. And it's actually really hard to start off that way. So pick one area of your life where you'd like to set some more boundaries. Maybe it's around family. Maybe it's around family time. Maybe it's around your health, whatever that boundary is. And start small and just start thinking about something little that you could do that could help you create a line that gives you more time, makes you feel better about yourself, but where you're still being true to who you are in terms of what you're doing for others. And, being clear in your mind that there are some things you can control and some things that you can't. So when things go wrong, and we always tend to blame ourselves, I should have done this, I should have done that. Taking some time to really reflect, what could I really have done? How much control really did I have? And if I could have, what could I have done differently? Well, that's knowledge for next time. We can't change what has happened in the past, but we can change what happens going forward, right? And I think really being okay with imperfections in ourselves and others. And now I say that, and it's so easy to be okay with imperfections in others, where we're constantly encouraging other people. Oh no, you're doing great. Don't worry, you'll be able to get past that. You can do it. We say that all the time to other people, and we never say that to ourselves. So I would challenge you to, just for a day, start talking to yourself the way you would talk to your best friend, and see what happens. And let me know. And just getting really objective about what not just your weaknesses, but the positive things about you. So things that are positive and what's challenging you. And what can you do to change some of those things that need to be changed? Or maybe there's some that you can't change, and just becoming comfortable with that, and letting that just be what it is really important. Some people are very, very good with numbers, and finances come easy to them, and it's just not a thing. And maybe that's not you. And I'm not saying that's, you should just ignore that part of your life, because that's very important. But do what you can and surround yourself with the right people who can help you with that, so that, that's how you compensate for the things in your life that, are challenging for you. And then there are things that you're really good at that other people will look to you for help. And the last thing is just, be kind and forgiving, not just to others, but to yourself. So hopefully some of those things were helpful to you, to help you learn how to live your truth, really take responsibility for your life, building that deep self-knowledge that ultimately will lead to more joy and happiness in your life. So I have a quote from the lovely Louise Hay. She says, you've been criticizing yourself for years and it hasn't worked. So why not try approving of yourself and see what happens? I think that's pretty good advice. So let's be friends on Facebook. Come see me at Living in Yes. Don't forget to download your freebies below this video. And if you think some coaching could really help you, just to live your truth and to improve your self-worth, which I know it can, because you are worth it. You are awesome and amazing. Then let's connect. Living in Yes at www.nancybrooker.ca. So remember, you are awesome, you are worth it, and we'll see you again soon.